on the wrist, all on the wrist, watch how I flip, watch how I whip, I'm in the whip, all on the wrist, I never switch, ice in the wrist, I get the money but I never switch. They saying you switch cause you won't get it. You know they came from the bottom and now we is lit. You was lit, I gotta get it, I gotta get it. You hating cause ice on the wrist. My bitch, you wanna be famous, They act like they made us, You know I'm icy in Vegas, This for the that hate us, I make a lot of new money, When the not savers, You be liking my flavor, I think it's cause ice on the wrist, on the wrist.
All right, Coach, we welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Washington Redskins and the New York Giants. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season. Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! Check. Check out. Hop, hop. Sponge. No. Bullshit. Check 55. Check 55.
First carry for Darius Geis. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down. Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I have not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next week, hey, let's back things up.
Yeah, I don't need it as much.
No, they want it more and more. They're going to be ready to go because they think that's going to happen naturally now.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially as pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Mahomes firing complete, and they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. This one complete to Jordan Reed. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, if he's got it.
A run on first down, but it's not going to get him much. Maybe a yard, and that's all. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 34-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Throw left side complete. It's Dawson. And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 10 yards there, good for a Redskin first down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now here's Mahomes. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Tyler. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. They run it with Balaj. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Giants' 6-yard line.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
Hey, 43, 15. Yellow.
Now a run with Geis. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on 3rd down. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th.
And on this play, the read for the quarterback was the defensive end, and he was totally focused on the quarterback. He should have given it off inside to the running back. Instead, he kept it and ended up taking a loss on the play.
Here's Randy Bullock now as he'll go for the field goal. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. Now Jones. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 23 yards, the final tally.
Come on, set. 70, Indy.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Here we go. 30 base. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. 5.
Throwing on 1st down. Jones. And he's got it complete to Anderson. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Hey, Delta. 59 mark. Let's go.
And Barkley will try to punch it in. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
So second and goal, and standing by himself in the backfield, Barkley. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Here's Barkley. And he is in. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Giants have taken the lead.
But they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times that's a passing play.
And the kicker, this has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super tough.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. Mahomes will bring him up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. Looking to throw is Mahomes. They'll set up the screen to Balaj. 20. Give them 32 on the play. Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go Band of Brothers thought process. No one left behind. No pointing fingers, no accusations. Because if you don't, those quick strikes we just saw, they become long-lasting.
And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes. And this is taken in for a Redskins touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Redskins are going to retake the lead. Bullock good on the extra point. And the lead is now 10-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
On 2nd and 9, Jones completes it to Hardman. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty
I don't
would do
even
to
know
them?
why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 14-10. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This is fielded at the goal line. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. There have been points on the board. We just saw back-to-back touchdown drives. I love it. I'm high-fiving our statistician, Christian McLeod, and you're angry. You're a defensive guy.
If you met one of my defensive coordinators, God rest his soul, I'm surprised he isn't in this booth right now wanting to really take you on. This is not football the way he sees it. He wants a good old-fashioned kicking game, defense, field position, and we're getting an up and down the field game here.
I'll take him. Where's his tombstone?
Boot Hill, baby.
Amaro's got it, left side. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Give the Redskins 13 there on a first down. Now after the run by Geis, here's 1st and 10. Mahomes now to throw. That's going to be caught by Richardson. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 46-yard line.
Yellow. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people have to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Throwing on 2nd down. Mahomes. Complete. Richardson has it. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Let's go. A gain of 26 yards. First down, Washington.
Mahomes will bring him up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. And a quick throw here, that's complete. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Geis with the carry on 2nd down. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Throwing is Mahomes on third. And it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. He was looking for Paul Richardson there.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
I got you. Watch the Recon, 132 fighter. Check 3.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
Here we go. Set. 60 Pittsburgh. Now.
Throwing Jones. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Jones heading up here 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. Operating from the gun. Jones. Open target here, Darius Slayton. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Second and 2. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
Incomplete. Landon Collins on the coverage.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped.
51's the mic, boy. 51. That's right, baby. They don't want it. 51's the mic. 51's the mic. Coming to you. Coming to you. 51's the mic. 51's the mic.
Back to throw. Jones. He wants it all for the end zone. And incomplete, almost intercepted. Had a great shot of picking that off in the end zone. And now 4th down. On now to kick it away is the punter, Matt Weil. The Redskins have Greg Stroman back deep. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. This will be taken in at the 1. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had an ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jones, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Montez Sweat showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Jones from the gun, he'll throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
At their own 22-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll run here with Balaj. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Mahomes. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And some room to work. I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
Following the penalty, it's Geis. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Throw left side complete. That's Dawson. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. From 10 yards out. And the Redskins have once again taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And it's now 17-14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42-yard line. Great return.
That strong return has set them up nicely for this drive, and we all know the next score is going to have a major impact on this game.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Now the throw pulled in by Anderson. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
That's the way. Hey, check. Takes 3. 218, chop it. Shoot.
Now Jones on 3rd and 2. And that will be incomplete.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
Pull it together.
Jones now throwing on 4th down. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Jones now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Looking to throw. Jones. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Hey! 22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber.
Check. Fresno.
Smooth. Big grip.
They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Just a couple there on the 2nd down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation.
Makes it 3rd and 8.
15, Ronnie. 15 line.
Hey, let's go.
Let's go.
Here's Jones operating from the gun. Got a man, Slayton. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 13-yard line.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Go.
Here we go. Mike 38.
5.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Evan Ingram, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that gives them a 3-point lead. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
I don't need to. I'm ready. 43.
55. Right there in the middle. 55. He don't know no better.
They'll try to get this running game going with Geis. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
We want it. Come to my work.
And they'll try the jet sweep here. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Over the middle, complete. That's Richardson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Redskins have the first down on a pickup of 18. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Balaj. And he'll slice his way down to the 30 with a pickup of 7.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
At the 30-yard line.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Shotgun handoff now to Geis. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Redskins on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Richardson. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Oh, no, he lost the football. And who's got it? The Giants. And they had it there so close to the goal line, a chance to take it across, claim the lead here in the 4th. Boy, that was a big, big mistake.
It really was, and as much as I want to give credit to the defense for making a play, I do tend to agree with you. That mistake, that's a chance to go in and take the lead. I mean, you're in great shape, yet you don't take care of the football. Well, they'll be going over that like crazy in the upcoming weeks.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back at New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech.
60 Pittsburgh. Christian travel. Ready?
A first down carry for Barkley. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. Now Saquon Barkley. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
Let's get it.
Ready. 8, read.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
Hey, exit.
51's the mic. 51's the mic.
Hit it.
Back to throw. Jones. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. He'll get 15 and a Giants first down.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on third down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. On first down, Barkley. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And the tackle there will go to Ryan Anderson. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Hey, Alpha.
51's the mic, boy. 51.
Watch the slats. Watch the slat.
51's the mic. 51's the mic. I'm coming, baby. I'm coming, baby.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Catch made by Slayton. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards on the play. Big hook up there. Forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
They'll run on 1st down. Barkley. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
Hey, Delta. Fire.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jones. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. That, I believe, will put him over 100 yards receiving for the game. Yes, it will. And he's got a 1st down to boot. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a 1-score game. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal as they search for what could be a game-sealing touchdown. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. So 2nd and goal, and standing by himself in the backfield, Barkley.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Get it.
They get it to him running left. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal?
Mine's 59.
Come on. You better bring it. Ready?
Looking to throw. Jones. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And so close to hitting pay dirt last time, fumbling down near the goal line. Now, how does that affect their psyche this time around?
It's a tester, that's for sure, because to be that close and come away with no points, way to just get it out of their minds, let it go,
short-term memory,
and move on to the next series.
Yellow. I go, little lady. They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready.
Looking to throw on second down. Mahomes. And over the middle here, Amaro. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 38-yard line.
Check. 55.
Yellow.
And again, it's Mahomes. And his throw is incomplete.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Squeeze, double.
Mahomes to throw once more. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 17. He was looking for Paul Richardson there. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. And they take a knee. So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the Giants, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, for the Redskins, the loss here will move them back to 500 at 3-3. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Glendale to take on the Cardinals. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brent.